they will know we are Nazis by... It fascinates me when right-wing MAGA Republicans claim to be Christian. While I certainly concede that the only requirement to be a Christian is the acceptance of Jesus as one Savior, the Jesus with whom I started to become familiar back before I could read and had the four Gospels read to me, the man about whom I was told stories and later read about him when I started to read the Bible on my own, seems the antithesis of MAGA nationalist Christian agenda. For clarity's sake, I must say that I'm referring only to how people act and say we should treat others, not their spiritual beliefs. As I stated, the only requirement to be a Christian is to accept Christ. And it certainly seems that a lot of very vocal nationalist Christians are the embodiment of the Pharisees who plagued Jesus literally to death. Big J's "do unto others you would have done unto you" is the opposite of what nationalist Christians espouse. And the Democrats' platform and actions, with the possible exception of elective abortion, is logarithmically more in keeping with what Jesus is said to have urged us to do. Reminds me of when Moses is said to have gone off on his own. You know, the burning bush and the Ten Commandments bit. When Moses came down from Horeb and found the chosen people having lost faith, and that Aaron had led them horridly astray? Fact is, I'd have to say that what MAGA Christians are espousing is a lot worse than what Moses returned to. A lot worse, a lot more self-deceptive, and a lot more deadly for those who are downtrodden and in need of a hand up. God bless.